Your expert opinion is supposed to be based on what is most probable, not what absolutely happened. In real life, one can often conjure up possible explanations for an event or occurrence that transpired in the past. A key tactic for you is that any expert witness must analyze the possibilities and conclude what is the most likely explanation. If you claim that your opinion is absolutely the only one possible, you will hear a series of questions in which you will have to explain why every single alternative possibility had to be discounted. For example, Mr. Expert, do you have an opinion about why the airplane crashed into the mountainside? Yes, I do. When asked to explain further, you should then offer your opinion and the basis for that opinion. You should be precise and concise. Any answer that goes too far risks damaging your effectiveness. For example, this answer diminishes your credibility. The plane crashed because of pilot error. Clearly, this plane was on autopilot. The pilots had less time to react when they realized how close they were to the mountain. Also, the error in the avionics database misled the pilots about where the plane was in that regional airspace. And finally, the fact that the air traffic controllers spoke English with a foreign accent certainly caused pilot confusion. Now, my observations are this. You may know or think you know those facts. You may have learned them in discussions with the attorneys or the other experts or the pilots that were involved in this complex litigation. First, you said too much again, and you made the absolute claim that pilot error was the reason for the crash. Your opinions should stay within your own skill set. You should have only stated your specific opinion along with your reasons and basis for why you believe your conclusion to be the most probable explanation for the crash. You are not qualified to make all of those statements, regardless of whether they are true or not. It may well be that pilot error is the most probable answer, but why should you be so absolute? Why eliminate in your phraseology all the other possibilities? Why give the other attorney the opportunity to use your extra sentences to suggest to the jury that perhaps instrumentation failure or errors in instructions from air traffic control or errors in computer data could have contributed to the crash, as well as your pilot error? Exactly which kind of expert witness are you? Are you a licensed airline pilot who can legitimately comment on the autopilot portion of the plane and related issues like pilot relaxation time? Or are you a computer expert who has discovered an error in the avionics database? Have you had any experience speaking to air traffic controls in foreign languages or in English? Are you qualified to make comments about what may or may not have misled the instrumentation and the software that controls those instruments? Let's move on to talk about guesswork in answers to questions. First, you should never guess in a deposition or trial setting. You are there to offer your well-founded opinion. Do not be led casually into guessing about other possibilities. A tough questioner will not make it obvious that he is always asking you to guess. For example, Mr. Expert, what do you think could have been done to remedy the complete failure in the hospital's computer systems? Your answer might be, are you asking for my opinion? The questioner might say, I would like to know your thoughts. Your answer is that my opinion is that a well-planned training program for hospital employees would probably have avoided the failure. My observations here are that the attorney was hoping you would guess at other possible explanations. In that example, you avoided the trap by politely, yet simply reiterating the opinion you came to give.